we have multiplication, and next we have to round to the thousandth. So first, let's see what we have here. We have 4 decimal numbers to multiply when we have multiplication. We start from the left and we're going to the right. And what else? How we multiply decimal numbers? We have to forget about decimal points and to multiply the whole numbers. First we have 303 times, and we don't have to write the 0 before 17 because when we multiply by 0, the value will be 0. When multiplying by 0 will be 0, so we don't have to write the 0 before 17. What else? I can choose always to write on the top greater number and on the and down the number which has less digits, because when we have multiplication, it doesn't matter if you multiply 30.3 times 0.17 or 0.17 times 30.3. The result will be the same. So let's do this. We have to multiply first every number on the top by 7. 7 times 3 is 21. So we have 1 and 2 will go to next column. 7 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 7 times 3, 21. And next we have to multiply times 1 every number which we have in the first row. And what else? This is the second digit to the left, so this is 10, 10th column. So 10 times 7 is 30. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 3 is 3. And now we have to add 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. And next we need to have decimal point because we have to multiply here 2 decimal numbers. So we have to count the digits after decimal point. We have 1, and in the second number we have 1, 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we have to have 3 decimal places in our first number. So 1, 2, 3, we count from right to the left. Decimal point will be between 5 and 1. So the solution to the multiplication of these two first decimal numbers is 5 decimal point 151. Next we have to multiply this product by factor 2.03. Again, decimal number. So we have to forget about decimal points. So we have on the top I always write the number which have more digits. So we have 5151, and in the second row will be 203. Multiplication whole numbers. So we start from the last digits. We have to multiply by every digit on the top. So we have 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So we have 5 and 1 we add to next column. So 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 times 5 is 15. And now when we multiply times 0, every number will be 0, so we don't have to do. So we go to next digit is 2. And don't forget, this is 200. 200 times 1, so it will be 200. 2 times 5 is 10. So we have 0 and 1 we add to next column. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. Now we have to underline and do addition. So we have 3 plus 0 is 3, 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 2 is 6, 5 plus 0 is 5, 1 plus 3 is 4, 0, 1. And now we have to check decimal places. In our first factor, we have 3 digits after decimal point, so we have 3 decimal places. In the second factor, we have 2, so we have 2 decimal places. 3 plus 2 is 5, so we need to have 5 decimal places in our product. So we count from the last digits, so from the right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So decimal point will be between 0 and 4. So the solution from a multiplication of these two decimal numbers, we have 5.151 times 2.03 is 10 decimal point 45653. And next, the result we have to multiply times 70.6, again decimal numbers, so we have to forget about decimal points first, and on the top I will write the greater number, so this is 10 45 65 3, and in the second row we will have 706 multiplication, whole numbers. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you multiply first this number times this or that times that, the result is the same because this is multiplication. So it doesn't matter if you multiply 4 times 2 is 8 or 2 times 4 is also 8. Doesn't matter which number is first, which is second. And again, multiplication. So we start from the last digits. We have to multiply every digit by, in the first row, by 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So we have 8 and 1 we add to next column. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 1 is 31. So it will be 1 and 3 will go to next column. 6 times 6 is 36 plus 3 is 39. So we have 1 and 3 will go to next column. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 3 is 33. So we have 3 and 3 we add to next column. 6 times 4 is 24 plus 3 is 27 and 2 will go to next column. 6 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 6 times 1 is 6. And next we have to multiply times 0 every number in the first row. But when we multiply times 0, it will be 0. So we don't have to do. We go to next digit, but this is third digit, so this is, we have ones, tens, hundreds. So we have 700 times 3. So this is 2100. So we have to write 100 and 2 will go to next column. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 2 is 37. So we have 7 and 3 will go to next column. 7 times 6 is 42 plus 3 is 45, so we have 5 and 4 will go to next column. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 4 is 39, so we have 9 and 3 will go to next column. 7 times 4 is 28 plus 3 is 31, so we have 1 and 3 will go to next column. 7 times 0 is 0 plus 3 is 3. 7 times 1 is 7. So now we have to do addition. 8 plus 0 is 8, 1 plus 0 is 1, 9 plus 1 is 0, and we add 1 to next column, so it will be 11, 1 to next column, so it will be 8 plus 5 is 13, so 3, and 1 to next column, so it will be 12, and 1 to next column, so it will be 8, 3, 7. Now we have to count decimal places. In the first factor we have how many digits after decimal point? Let's do count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 decimal places. And in the second factor we have 1 decimal place. So 1 plus 5, so we have 6 decimal places in our solution. So let's count now from the last digits. We're going to the left. So right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the decimal point will be between 8 and 2. So our solution will be, let me rewrite this, 738, decimal point 231018. What else? We have to round to the nearest thousandth, th at the end. So we have to go to the right from decimal point. This is tenths, hundredths, thousand. So we underline the digits thousandth, and now we have to check what we have after underlined digits is 0. When we have less than 5, we copy exactly the same digits which we underline, and everything what was after our underlined digits we have to change to 0. So 8 will go to 0, 1 to 0, 0 2, 0, 1 we copy, and everything what we have before our underlying digits we have to rewrite. So 3, 2, decimal point we copy in the same column, 8, 3, 7. And the zeros after 1 we don't need to write because I didn't change the value of our number. So we have 7, 3, 8, decimal point 2, 3, 1. This is my solution.